Now let's get on to what's happening now. And I remember at the beginning of 2010, there was I guess, a prediction that the year of 2010 would be the year that the conspiracy theorists were proven right. And looking back over that year, it really was. So many people seemed to wake up last year and start taking action. And there was so much groundswell of activity and awakening and movement last year. And this year, I've seen your predictions for the year of 2011, and if anyone would like to go and see them in detail, they're up on lightworkers.com. And having read over your thoughts for what's happening this year, it's a very positive overall, very positive prediction for the year. However, we have started, particularly here in Australia, we've started the year very dramatically. I don't know if you know what's going on over here, but we've had, and we are still having,
Mudslides. Mm-hmm.
floods in Queensland, floods in Victoria,
Mm-hmm.
floods in Tasmania, floods in
Mm-hmm.
South Australia, bushfires in Western Australia and Victoria, a cyclone in Queensland that's just devastated North Queensland over the last few days, um, and heading as far inland as I believe they expect it to reach Alice Springs. So it's been an amazing year here of devastation and destruction. What are your what's your overall feel about what this year is going to? When we look back on it at the end of the year, what do you think we're going to say about 2011?
That crap has hit the fan. Seriously, you can go to my website, psychicmuggsy.com, and I have 2008, 2009, 2010, and now 2011 predictions. And I've been predicting all this all along. I give the broad overview. I don't give all the little details because I would be sitting writing for weeks. But um, last year was about the awakening process and realizing who's in control, why, how deep down the rabbit hole we really do go, and how this has been going on for at least 6,000 years.
Mm.
And we have a lot of time to catch up with our history and the way that we've been duped through all this. And I don't think anybody should feel ashamed or stupid or ignorant that we were. It's been a whole big plan to do this and pull this off. But the amazing thing is that yeah, people are waking up now. People are seeing it. They can't be two-faced. They can't say one thing and then do another and then get it biased anymore. We're done with it. Game's up. And so this year is very much about singling out every isolated problem that we have and getting rid of it so that we can move on. And it is going to be uncomfortable. And we are dealing with people that are unconscionable or psychopaths who don't give a crap about humanity or have any love in their heart whatsoever, except for money and greed and the stuff that they're doing. Um, but I'm relieved because I feel like we've been living with this for so long. Let's get over it. I don't care what it takes anymore. Let's get rid of them. Let's just move on. I want the 5D reality to come in. Now, as far as the land changes, the bad news is that we are dealing with earthquakes, mudslides, fires as the earth is changing. But the good news is, if you want to talk about a practical joke, Mother Earth, Gaia, had all these ley lines in the nodes that were taken to put this evil energy, all these evil factories and buildings, constructions from the Illuminati have been put on all these nodes across the United States and the world so that they could put negative or evil energy into all the ley lines and keep manifesting this evil intention. Well, Mother Earth has just shifted.
Mm.
So what used to be all these nodes have just moved.
Right.
And so the joke's on them. And everything that they have planned, it games up. Because a lot of people, and I have to tell you, I do a lot of readings, these star readings that I've started doing. I don't know how. I just got turned on to it. My pineal gland opened up to it. But I am being able to see Prime Creator's plan through individuals that are calling me. And it is so emotionally tear jerking because you realize that the white hats are here, the cavalry is here, and it's us. It's people like you and me, Lisa, that are doing these shows. But I've got to tell you, I know of people that were here incarnated in the very beginning who helped put the indigenous plant life here. I know Indians that have reincarnated to come back to help move everything into the 5D reality. We have people that are masters at working with animals that are going to help to bring them back and teach humanity how to work with the habitats around us. We have master builders here that can work with free energy and quantum physics. And I talked to a guy that actually is a master at working with the waterways around the globe that's going to help get nutrients that is in abundance in Africa to actually circulate all around the world.
Wow.
And it's just amazing. And I get really welled up sometimes when I see the sacrifices that people have gone through so that they could be incarnated at this time to help us to do their one piece. And when you put the whole one pieces together, we have this master plan that is just monumental compared to what the Dark Cabal is trying to do.
So what I think what you're saying is, as time has gone on, what you're seeing in people's story and in the people that you read for, it's changing, so that you're getting a bigger picture of why they're really here and what they're here, what they're
Exactly.
meant to do, and that the what we call the ascended masters.
Say
And
13 years
yeah,
was reading, when is my boyfriend going to call me, or does this man love me, or and now all of a sudden I am getting glimpses into people's souls,
mm,
where they actually come from and why they're here, and what they are masters of, what they offer Mother Earth. And you talk about the sacrifices that people are making. It's not just to enmesh yourself in this duality that we're in, or this karma and being married and having kids. Like you, Lisa, you're from a major star system with royalty and this huge spiritual consciousness that you're spreading. You know the truth, and you're now using your microphone to get that truth out there because you know people's stories too.
yes, that's true. Very true. Um, with how can I put this? I know that you and I share, because we talk on Facebook. We have a lot of the same beliefs. We're aware of the same information, and we share a lot via you know the online world. And I know that we both have very strong feelings around 2012 and where this is all going. But I would love to hear exactly what your vision is of the ascension process of 5D. Are you getting glimpses of that yourself, or are you seeing it through the readings you do for others? I mean,
Yeah.
what's your big picture of what the next 2 years looks like?
Well, you have to know I'm a clairvoyant, so I actually can see like a movie about it.
Hmm.
I'm a medium, which doesn't mean I talk to dead people. We all laugh at that, but it just means I'm multidimensional. I can go to different dimensions and talk to people. And I have the key codes for this for some reason. I'm trusted with it. So I'm really careful not to violate anything. But I also get dreams. And so One thing that I have learned is that different people have a different version of it, and it could be because of they come from a different galaxy or a different dimension, and they have their own story.
Hmm.
But what I've been shown is nothing like is being put out there, except for I resonate with Dolores Cannon's work because I absolutely see Gaia kind of shedding like an old shell, if you will, the archaic one, the one that the Illuminati has destroyed, and I see her blossoming into this greater being, and actually getting bigger. And there's scientific proof to this, but she's literally going to roll through this photon belt, and the way that I see that is imagine all these little pebbles and they're sparsely spread apart, and then they get bigger and bigger and bigger, and they're more populated around the belt. And once you go through this, it's like I want to I'm just in my dream I saw it like 1 foot of this brown rubber band area that we have to roll through. It rolls through somehow, and as it starts to roll through, all the ones with a higher frequency is just going to go through like nothing. But the people that hold evil in their heart or have done all these dastardly deeds will be kicked back to the old shell.
Right.
And so then that's where the split apart comes, where Gaia is going to actually roll into the 5D, and then the old shell is going to be kicked back to the 3D. So on most occasions, your children, I mean, even if they're not awake, they're going to go. Your parents who watch Fox News or something, they're going to go. It's the ones that have the dark hearts that are not going to go, because when you're a psychic, the way you see that is they're very heavy. They have cement boots,
Right.
where most of us don't. We have a high frequency and we're very light, and we're going to be getting lighter and lighter. That's just going to go right into the 5D world.
So I have heard Dolores Cannon describe the two Earths, and she talks about it like literally like a cell splitting, and 3D and 5D ends up as two distinct different worlds.
That's right.